Oh, hello. Welcome back to another video. Today is very different, very weird video. I'm not on Yggdrasil. I'm not in the highway where people probably get murdered. I am just in the middle of a random clearing in a foresty area, talking about something that I've never really spoken about on this channel. And that is going to be, like, kind of conspiracy theory, mainly just, like, focusing on the one, which is, are we in a simulation? Do we, as humans, live in a simulated computer reality where this tree or this branch is actually just a bunch of ones and zeros, and me feeling it is also that. So, um, yeah, I'm going to keep my sunglasses on for today's video because that sun right there that I'm probably not meant to look at is very bright. And if I look the other way, then there's too much glare, so we're not going to be doing it that way. So, yeah, this is what we're going to be doing. First off, um, why am I covering this video? Well, basically, it's an interesting topic, could spark some cool discussions in the comments. But the reason why I'm doing this video is because I saw a video the other day from Game Theory. They're a massive YouTube channel, you've probably seen a couple of their videos by now. But yeah, basically, I was watching a video by Game Theory, talking about Doki Literature Club. It's a game. It's complicated, I won't talk about it too much because that's not really the focus of the video, but basically there's an artificial intelligence that becomes self-aware and starts doing weird shit. But the theory was, could that game prove they were in a simulation? And is there a way that we, as humans, either real or digital, can prove that we are in a simulation? Now, I'm going to just quickly say this, and I'm going to say no, we cannot prove it. I will not say whether or not I think we are or not. Well, I will. I don't think we are. And I'll talk about it again a little bit later. But basically, one of the ways that they said that we could prove it is by overloading the computer that we are in, you know? Like, whatever the fuck that computer is. Maybe it's just so overheated running the thing. Like, maybe it's running the simulation at such a high intensity that the sun is actually like core processor and it's cooking us and it's gonna overheat. And yeah, there's quite a few things recently that have like mentioned simulations and things, such as Free Guy, the film with Ryan Reynolds, where he is unaware that he is a avatar in a game, not even an avatar, just a NPC in a game, until someone from the outside world talks to him, and I won't talk about it again too much, but he finds out that he's this avatar and a bunch of things happen. But, like, you can't prove that we are or aren't. Like, as I was saying before I went on this little tangent, they said that if we can overload the simulation by telling this plane to fuck off. Basically, people say that if we can overload the simulation and, you know, make it overwork itself, it's going to either show glitches or, like, fail in some way or, you know, break. Or, like, no one knows what it would do if somehow we were in a simulation and we were able to break it. And here's why I don't think we could prove it, is because, first off, our computers that we have now can, like, set limits for itself. It won't go past a certain thing. If we were in a computer simulation thing, right, there would be absolutely no way that we could overclock it. Something would stop us. Like, whether or not it would be just we physically can't achieve that. You know, like, maybe turning the Earth the other way would be this thing that breaks everything, right? But like, we can't do that. Maybe, right? We have to find small inconsistencies and look at the different patterns in snowflakes, right? And maybe the secrets in them. We wouldn't be able to identify that. We would have to look through a microscope, and we would have to see whatever it was that we were looking for. Obviously, we don't know what we are looking for. So that's point two, is even if we were able to break it, which we probably can't because we've probably set limits somehow. But even if we were able to break it, right, we wouldn't know what we were looking out for. We would just see it, like we would see the tree glitch in some way. There's no trees around for you guys to see, but there's a bunch in front of me. Yeah, there's no real way of like showing that glitch was a thing. We don't even know what the glitches would be like, because the glitches that we see on computers when they break are what the simulation thinks it would do. You know, like, it wouldn't just turn into a bunch of red and blue screens. It would just, it could just stop, you know. Tree.exe has stopped working, something happens. But you know, it's not just that, like, again, if we were able to break the simulation, right, if we were able to glitch it in some way, overload it, something, what if it just crashes? What if the simulation just gives up and we all die? We wouldn't then be able to prove it because we'd be dead. Or maybe, you know, it has different save checkpoints, you know, and maybe, I don't know, like, when we crash the simulation it just loads up an older version, we wouldn't remember what happened. Maybe we've broken the simulation millions of times before, but there's no way to prove it. There is absolutely no way, in my opinion, to prove that we were in a simulation. Like, unless we develop this self-intelligence thing, which some people have, apparently, if we were in a simulation, right? If we were in a simulation, and the people that think we're in a simulation would be like Neo from the Matrix, they should be able to do all of this crazy, like, stop time, fucking fly, all of this stuff. Why is no one doing that? If we were self-intelligent, right, and we could go into this computer's files that we were in and change them so we have unlimited strength and all of this, why haven't we? Now, that was kind of the main purpose, was to say that I don't think we're in a simulation, or there's no way to prove we're in a simulation because everything that I've just said. However, do I personally think we are? Not really. Do I even care? Again, not really. Like, just another thing that I was meant to add on the end, right? Maybe old age is, or dying of old age, is the computer's way of doing a memory dump. You know, too many files for that specific person, too many files going on in their head, just, they die. You know, like, certain people do more, certain people do less, certain people live longer, certain people don't. You know, like, maybe that is the computer's way of handling the fact that we don't, you know, kill it. I don't know why I keep on pointing over to this tree that you guys can't even see. But, like, what if the way that the simulation stops us from overloading it is just by killing people? You know, like, that could be it. But anyway, again, as I was going to say, I don't think we're in a simulation, and I don't care if we are, because life is, or I'm going to say life as in the fact that we are not in a simulation. Even if we are, same things apply. This sounds very emo, but I do not matter. If you think about the billions of years in this world, right, everything that has gone on, the extinction of the dinosaurs, everything, absolutely everything that has gone on in this world, the 17 years that I've been alive, almost 18, are nothing. Like, as a fraction, in a fucking health bar, you know, in a bar chart, the amount of time that I've been alive would be microscopic compared to the timeline of the universe. So I, theoretically, do not matter. I matter at the current point, you know, like, over my lifetime, I matter, everyone matters. You know, everyone is important. Over this short lifespan that they live, again, going back to the bar chart, the lifetime of the world, in your lifetime, you matter within that. The amount of things that you do within that time is up to you. You know, I think, for me, the purpose of life, you know, we're getting into this kind of thing, is just enjoying it and trying to find ways of enjoying it, you know. Obviously, the reason why I'm going to college is to get a job, which I probably won't enjoy. I probably will, actually, assuming everything goes right. But, you know, like, I am not enjoying my college course at the moment. It's a pain in the ass. But I am doing it to eventually enjoy what I do. All life really is just trying to have fun. You know, like, if we even think about animals and stuff, like, their existence is to reproduce and keep on passing down new generations, right? And that is also what humans do. You know, we do reproduce and we do all of that stuff. But we have evolved more than that. We are now on the next stages where we're looking for these different ways of enjoying life and just testing what we can and can't do as a species. You know, going to space, exploring the ocean, exploring the Amazon rainforest, all of this crazy stuff. For what? Just to have fun. You know, just to see if there is something out there that will either make us live for a longer time, right? Make us live forever. That's some people's goals with science, you know? But what's the point in living if you're not having fun? So we are just trying to extend the amount of time that we can have fun. Again, in my opinion, everything that I can think of, everything that people research into, all the technology and things, it's so we can have fun. Cars, drive to get to work, or drive to an enjoyable place, or some people just like driving, you know? Going to work. You do that boring thing to have fun with the money. Unless you're a cheapskate, in which case, what are you doing? You're not living your life. That is personally my opinion on that. And even if we are in a simulation, you know, and this video is just this weird ass thing where the computer's talking to a computer about computers, well then, does it really matter? You know, like, as I said, I don't think we could get out of the simulation, and even if we did, we would just stop existing. Like, the reason that we are here doesn't really matter, just what we do while we're here. Try and make that difference, try and do that thing, you know, try and make the world of difference. You know, as I said and was saying, that your life, my life, doesn't matter in the grand scheme of the world. That doesn't mean you can't try. That's also what I'm trying to say, is just because I said that doesn't mean that you shouldn't try to do it. You know, as long as you have fun doing it, as I said, you know, like, that's the same, again, bringing it back. It's fun to have that challenge of trying to make that difference. Now, yeah, Jesus Christ, that got deep. If you enjoyed, this video, this weird ass simulation talking about a simulation thing, leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment on your opinions on this, your meanings of life. You know, I don't know if I worded my definition properly. You know, I just think life's about trying to have fun and enjoying it. So yeah, and share your experiences, you know. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and bye.